What is up, everyone? This is Gregory from the Wandering Wind. Today, I want to talk about something that happened early last evening. I was coming back from um, a doctor's appointment, and my friend and I, who had drove me there, stopped to grab a bite to eat at the local McDonald's. And while we were there, my friend starts having a stroke. Now, at first, it was just chest pain. He says, I've been popping aspirin like it was candy the last month. I'm like, buddy, it's not healthy for you to have been doing that. We really need to get you checked in to get you seen by a doctor because this could be something bad. Little did I know. So we get out to the car, and right across from the McDonald's we were at is the urgent care center for the local hospital. And we, at first, were going to drive straight across and straight there. But then he gets the idea that, oh, well, I'm fine. And he starts to turn around and he starts getting woozy and feeling wonky, he says. And I'm like, Mark, his name is Mark, by the way. Mark, it's not good. You're going to end up dying. You need to see somebody. And he's like, I know. And so he pulls out onto what is the main street of our city and speeds like two blocks down, and then takes a sharp left turn and then a sharp right turn, speeds all the way down another street, and then turns onto the street where the hospital is. Thank God it wasn't that far away. But during this whole time, his left side's getting weaker and weaker, and his right side is being used to compensate. And then once he pulls into a parking spot, because, of course, he had to pull into a parking spot. He couldn't just drive up to the door and then just say, okay, get me out. And then you can drive the car into a parking space. It's fine, because I've been yelled at for driving before because I don't have my permit yet. I haven't even taken the test yet. So, for some reason that day he decided, nope, you don't need to drive. But he pulls into a space in the parking lot that's across the road from the ER entrance. So I'm trying to hobble and carry this guy by my right arm and his left arm down into the hospital. I am struggling because I'm almost 300 pounds. He's 312 pounds. I'm trying to carry my weight and his weight together into the hospital. It's not a fun picture. It wasn't a fun experience either. And I get about halfway to where there's a trash can sitting at the edge of the road where you're supposed to cross. And I get him there and I prop him up on the trash can. I'm like, buddy, I'm going to go get you a wheelchair. I'll be back. Don't fall over. And I go, and as I'm going to go get the wheelchair, a nurse is walking out with a wheelchair. I'm like, I need that wheelchair and I need some help. And she's like, well, we can't help until he's in the building. It's code. We can't help until he's in the building. I'm like, fine. So I grab the wheelchair. I turn around. I go back across the street. I lock it in place. I help the big lug into the damn wheelchair. And then I proceed to turn around and see 3 nurses walking toward me to help me get this guy in. After the one nurse told me, no, it's okay. No, we can't do that. He's got to be helped by you. And I'm like, great. But I guess the other 2 nurses were like, I don't care. And so they all came and helped out. Turns out he had a stroke brought on by stress. He's been having a lot of stress lately. He's stressing about the family finances because they're deep in debt. they're so deep in debt, I don't even know what the heck they're going to do when one of them dies. But seriously, they're deep in debt. I wish I had the money to just help them out and say, here, take this, pay off your debts, you're fine. But instead, he's worrying about them. He's also stressed out because his whole family is pretty much falling apart. His dad's almost dead. His mom's almost dead. He's almost dead some days. His sisters are both on the brink. It's a pretty bad picture that it paints. A pretty bad picture. And he's dealing with it all and trying to actually manage to stay sane. And you know what that means. He's going insane, and he's also allowing himself to be, I don't know the word. He's allowing himself to be afflicted by all this stress, and it's just making him sick. And so it brought on the stroke. And so I want to tell you kids right here and right now, stress kills. Stress kills, all right? Stress kills. It's not a fun thing. It's not a funny haha. It's not a, well, it's fine if I'm stressed a little. No, stress kills. If you're stressed, you're going to die sooner than if you're not stressed. So do yourself a favor and stay calm, okay? Take a deep breath when you're stressed. Go and read a magazine. Go and read a book. Go and listen to a bit of calming music. Go and do a workout. Do something to work off the stress, because otherwise it's going to kill you faster. It's going to kill you faster than life will. And you know what? Life kills us at the rough age of 70 or 80 anyway. Might as well make those years the best you can instead of the worst you can. So don't stress, okay? And Mark, buddy, if you're watching this, no hard feelings, but man, you need to get laid. You need to get de-stressed, and you need to have a better outlook on life, because you know what? It's not all bad, okay? Yes, I know it seems like it's all bad, but it's not, okay? It's not. Anyway, I've been fidgeting with this for the last 6-7 minutes because I'm stressed too. So I'm going to go de-stress in the best way that I know how. I'm going to go listen to some music and play some stupid video games. Have a great night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.